everybody, Mr. Dude here, and welcome to X-Plane 11. Yes, it's finally here. I am new to the X-Plane scene. I typically fly on FSX, so this is my first encounter with this simulator. I played around with it for a couple of hours and wanted to share my thoughts while we took a little flight, so let's go ahead and take off. So we're here in, I believe, northern Illinois. I'm not too sure. I'm kind of a noob at this dial or this specific piece of software. So I don't generally know what I am doing. I did review some of the reviews from those that are a bit more respected and well known in the let's turn you this way flight sim community, and people generally have the same idea. So that's to say that yeah, everybody kind of generally feels the same or sees the same things. Oh, there are birds flying. That's pretty cool, actually. I was like, what is that? Those are birds. If you can see on the screen capture, I have my frames per second up there. I kind of wanted to show you guys what one could expect for frames depending on the setup that you're using. Now I am using my setup is a i7 4790K Haswell chip on a Z97 chipset motherboard. It's just a simple PC mate, so it's not it is an overclocking board, just not a very good one. I am currently overclocked to about 4.5 gigahertz. Seems to be what I can get based on my current cooling situation to be a stable overclock. I also have my GPU overclocked to about 2000 megahertz. It is a GTX 1060. Let's go ahead and take the taxi lights off. The strobe. We'll fly up to about say 4,000 feet and kind of take things from there. We'll fly down to the south, I believe. Anyway, let's go ahead and we're not going to request clearance. I am still learning the controls. So that can be a challenge, but for the most part things are generally going pretty well, in my humble opinion. And we'll go ahead and kind of taxi onto the runway. And I do want to do one more thing, because I do believe that we did. There we go, right click. Have the trim wheel adjusted. I'm pretty sure we did. Yes. So let's get this adjusted for takeoff. Good Lord. Alright, we got it adjusted for takeoff, and there we go. And we are ready to take off. Give her max throttles. .65 knots, that's good. Gently pull it back. Ugh. And we'll take off in this direction. Oh. Alright, and we're in our power band, so let's go due south if we can, and then we shall kind of pull back a little bit. Got a good climb going. So anyways, so basically we'll do good, bad, good. We'll do things we like about the simulator, things we don't like about the simulator, or things we wish were different or better, and then kind of give you the overall. So things I do like about the simulator: flight dynamics are a bit tougher, but I kind of like that. I like the idea of having to deal with all the different things, so you're actually flying the aircraft. The other thing I thought was cool was just how visually stunning out of the box this is. This is all on kind of medium settings with some high density, and some of it's high, some of it's medium, so medium high settings, if you will. Alright, we need to bring this back down, because I've kind of missed the boat on the altitude I want it to go. Let's see if we can't kind of get this to the desired altitude. Try and keep the stick at a comfortable position. There's got to be some sort of That's the radio. Oh, oh God. Okay. Oh, let's try to keep it stable. All right. Let's just try to do the best we can. All right, that's good enough. Let's get my horizontal reference on the horizon there, so we can kind of talk through this and not struggle. So yes, out of the box, X-Plane 11 is very stunning, beautiful, and just kind of a joy. The flight dynamics are good. The default aircraft are better than FSX, and the flight dynamics, from what smart people say, are more true to life. So it's a bit more fun for the serious simmer, I guess, in that respect. But there's things missing. Okay, first off, there's no seasons. There are no seasonal textures in X-Plane 11. Just out of the box, you're gonna get spring, summer textures. That's it. The clouds out of the box are, they're not awful, but they're not great. You can't download weather data out of the box. FSX out of the box has that option, so you get the real-world barometric pressures and stuff like that without having to buy payware for that. And these cities that, like Chicago and FSX, looks like Chicago and FSX. Chicago in X-Plane 11, well, it's a general representation of Chicago, but it's not. You don't get any landmarks, you don't get any buildings like that, and it's kind of like, oh, well, you know, that's kind of the thing about VFR. Let's pull. Oh, okay. Oh. That was an accident. I was hitting the elevator trim wheel decrease button. Oops. Alright. Try to climb the. Try to climb back to our 4,000 or thereabouts. Anyways, so yeah, you kind of don't get that. So you don't get that true to life expression. So, or feel based off of, you know, cities and stuff that you know. You just kind of get the you know, and out of the box for $60. Do you complain about that? Well, the aircraft are better, and you know, yes, there is a couple glitches there on some of the gauges, but I expect that those will be fixed because this is the beta release. This is not the final release. You know, but we're still getting 30 frames per second out of the box with our current setup. You know, I could turn down some of the anti-aliasing and stuff like that and see if we can't get a bit more performance out of it. But it seems to me like it's generally acceptable. So for me, it's, you know, trying to increase the speed a little bit. So for me, it's not so bad. You know, But overall, you know, it's visually stunning out of the box. It's fun to fly. Yeah, this is going to be a very fun flight sim. It's going to be very, very good. And I'm glad that I came over because there's going to be tons of freeware scenery that people are going to make for different airports. There's going to be tons of there should be tons of freeware aircraft and things like that available for fans of X-Plane. So I don't believe we're going to have a ton of issues with that. Obviously the payware add-ons that you'll be able to buy are also good. For me, I'm not going to get into the payware add-on aircraft nearly as much as maybe the scenery, just because I don't really know how to fly, but I like appreciating the different types of. There we go, and then we'll pull back on the stick a little bit, hold it in that direction. The different types of scenery that you can get. Let me see if I can't just hold the stick steady for a while. I gotta move up the other way. Okay, so the lake's still there. All right. So that there is Lake Michigan. Another thing I do like is the ability to move the camera just about anywhere in the aircraft. I like that better than the default views in FSX, where you got to buy EasyDock to get the camera maneuverability the way you want. This kind of allows you to change your views, and I'm using the hat switch on the top of my joystick to kind of look around, so I can pan around that way, and then I can also use the mouse when I'm not flying. Right now, this is I do not have the ATC on. This is all purely VFR, purely by hand. There is no. I've got no help, people. I am not a pilot. Never flown a minute, an hour in my life. And honestly, I just watched a couple videos here and there and done some sim flying, so I have a general idea of what you need to do in order to kind of keep things fairly level. I'd like to adjust the view, but I'm afraid that I'm going to screw something up, and I don't really want to do that. But yeah, I think honestly, I don't know. See if I can't. Let me pause this and see if I can't. I just want to check the views out real quick. Change external, shift 1. Okay. Shift 1, shift 8. Okay, let's see. So you get the HUD, but it always disappears, this menu bar, if you need it to. External. So WZ. So shift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can go like this. Okay, so here's the free camera. I don't know what this does. Okay. Okay, let's go back to W, because I don't know what I'm doing. So it sees free camera. Okay, there we go. Alright, so we'll go like this, and then we'll kind of... There is the aircraft in flight. So that's pretty cool. See, this is stuff you can't do in FSX out of the box. You can't do this like this. And you can kind of take a look at the terrain all the way around, and like you can go. There's down, and then so if you want to go, is it? Can you go fast to a shift? Sure can. So there's the lake. There's our aircraft way over there. And if you want to get back in, you should just, bam, we're in default view. So that's pretty cool. And I think P is the actually the hotkey to, yep, P is the key to pause and unpause. So not too bad. Looks like we're about, I'm guessing 20 miles from O'Hare, 25 miles. Guessing. Don't hold me to it. There is an airfield off to our left, but I think what we'll do is fly to O'Hare. So, I mean, overall, this is a very, very, very nice simulator. See, we're starting to get into some more density. We're still hovering around 30 frames per second, but now we're on the low side, so it's going to be 29 frames or so. So yeah, the aircraft are a bit harder to fly, but I think honestly this is a bit more rewarding for somebody that likes to fly. You know, the textures and stuff in the world are better. Runways are more accurately depicted. You know, so they concentrate a bit more on some of the things that we may not be used to them concentrating on in FSX. But at the same time, it still provides a very, very valuable flying experience. And it's honestly rewarding, and you know, part of me wants to go check out X-Plane 10 to see what the. So here's the map. Okay, so here's our flight plan. Whoa! So you can see that there's one aircraft there, and there's quite a bit of aircraft in there. We're getting ready to. That's Paul Walkie or something, but we are getting ready to get into O'Hare. And these are all jetways, if you can. So yeah, this is pretty cool. So this is a VFR sectional. You can do IFR low en route, high en route, sectional for VFR. So pretty cool. And then you can take this and close it. You can also take this, undock it, put it on your other window, and you have your VFR sectional map on your other monitor if you want it. And yeah, that is something else. Just unbelievable. Just out of the box. Just so. Kind of looking down, look at that default airport. I mean, yep, like it a lot. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. All right, so we are close to O'Hare, or closing in on it anyways. So we're small enough to where we can kind of take a peek and see where we want to land and kind of go from there. But we're gonna trim back the speed a little bit, or trim back the power, and kind of glide in somewhere around 400. It's kind of where I want to go. We'll kind of keep things there. So overall, yes, totally worth the $60. This is out of the box, and it's flyable, and it's amazing, and it makes me want to go get another graphics card, which I am already contemplating building a Skylake PC. There's the edge of the airport there, so we are going to trim back the speed some more. Kind of increase our descent and see if we can't spot a runway to park this in. And I haven't gone through and messed with all the settings as of yet, so there's a lot about this I don't know. But yeah, and I wouldn't let that glitch in the aircraft discourage you, by the way. That's just, that'll surely be fixed on the release version. But honestly, I am not disappointed about this game overall. There are some things that I wish could be better, but for the most part, those are things that are not terrible. Now we're getting into O'Hare out of the box on a GTX 1060 overclocked to about 2060 megahertz, and with the GPU, a Haswell 4790K 4-core overclocked to about, when 4 cores are active, I want to say it's going to about, we're going to go ahead and get some flaps here. Grab another dose. But yeah, this is a heck of a lot of fun. I'm not even gonna lie. I usually record with Action, but Action did not let me record this video. Would not do the screen capture, wouldn't do the area capture, wouldn't do anything. It would not let me, so I'm using Shadowplay currently to capture this. And I don't believe I really got a frame hit from using Shadowplay, so I may use it more often, although I may have to adjust the settings on the video. So if the quality is a bit subpar, that's the reason why it is subpar. We'll grab the last bit of flaps here. We are a bit high on the approach, but there's plenty of runway. Plenty of runway. And my goal is not to bounce it. Not to bounce it. Runways are huge for this super little plane, but here we are in Chicago, I believe. Yep, this is Chicago. KORD, KMDW is just down the way a little bit. So, yeah, that's kind of cool. So overall, yes, X-Plane is worth the buy. I think so. I really do believe. I just want to go over a couple things with you real quick. So you can kind of go through. These were my graphic settings. So medium high. Not too bad. Visual settings. Forward with 3D cockpit. Field of view. Yada yada yada. So you can kind of turn that up a little bit and kind of, increase your, but not make it too wonky. So, there's about 70. That's not too bad. And then also, you can look at the main menu. This is the main menu of FS or X-Plane. So you can edit the flight, resume the current flight. So if you want to edit the flight, these are okay. So these are 11 aircraft that that are default. So you got a Lockheed SR-71. You've got Cessna with skis for the waterplane, seaplane. You've got 3 airliners that come in, and 4 general aviation planes, a glider, helicopter. So not too bad. And then you can click this option, and it pulls up 21 results. So you're going to get 3 more. You're going to get this MD-82. You're going to get these Stinsons. Sorry. And then you're going to get a few more of the military aircraft. So F-4 Phantom, KC-10 Extender refueling aircraft, and then this B-52 Stratos Fortress. So that's pretty cool. You're also going to get the C-130, the Space Shuttle, and the X-15. So plenty of aircraft to tool around in. So surely we'll be able to check those out. And then you've got flight school, which you can do, and I've done some of this on my own already. So landing, taking off, X-Plane basics, and then flying a traffic pattern. There's VOR navigation and flying an ILS approach. There's helicopter basics, and then there's an ILS approach in an airliner. And landing an airliner, cancel. So there's plenty of things to kind of get you started. There's plenty of things to get you started in X-Plane. And to be quite honest, the game is just out of the box amazing. So I appreciate your comments regarding the game. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments down below, and I will do my best to address them. I want to thank you guys for joining me, Mr. Dude, and we will see you next time. Resting area. You know what though? We're gonna discover this first. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna get off here at Santa Maria. We're gonna find a spot here, probably a service station or something. Since this is it did give us the discovery, so that's good. Alright, so looks just kind of like a big industrial area. I see a service station there, so we're gonna stop for the night there, and probably crowding this guy. I want to thank you guys for hanging out in the truck with me this evening for a relaxing drive here in American Truck Simulator, the rescale. I do like the way it feels. It's very nicely done. I will say that. I'll give him props on that. It is nicely done. So hopefully this is a sign of good things to come. Join me next time where I believe that we should be finishing this load here. I believe we're going to Yuma. Pretty sure we're going to Yuma. Yep, we are going to Yuma. So you've got to be what? Okay, I don't like you very much right now because the light was green there for a second, I thought. Anyway, we are here at the service station. Oh, hopefully I can make this turn. What am I missing here? Oh, I thought I could make it. And then, let's see if we can't. We've got plenty of room here. And then, this truck is so long. I mean, that's the fun part about it, but you know, I really... Oof. We're just going to pull up here and just kind of line her up this way. So, once again, thanks for hanging out with me. Please hit the like and subscribe for more videos. I greatly appreciate it. Just looking to kind of improve the content and how I deliver it. You've got to be kidding me. Nope. I don't even know where the... Oh, there it is. F3. Alright, so... I was going to say, where's my recording icon? But yes, anyways, thanks for joining me. We're a bit over a half hour at this point. Join me next time. We'll get to Yuma and get this dropped off. See you then.